This is D Brown, the Begotten Son, and today we're going to dive within the sound wave of making noise.
I know you see me out here making moves, but you ain't gotta listen, no, you ain't gotta listen. But the way I make it bang like the hammer on a thing. But I bet you pay attention, yeah, I bet you pay attention.
Starting off with this whole idea of, you know, when you're doing something, you're making noise and all that, when people not paying attention to you, instead of worrying about them paying attention to you or not, it's like, I know you see me out here making moves, but you ain't gotta listen. You don't have to listen, but the way I make it bang and all that, like the hammer on that thing of a gun, whatever, I bet you pay attention, because when that happens, everybody pay attention when they hear that bang, you know. So it brings the light of the whole fact of whatever I'm doing, you don't have to pay attention. It's your right not to pay attention, but at the same time, I'm not going to worry about making you pay attention. I'm just going to go ahead and continue to bring my best, and when I bring my best, that is the thing that's going to make you pay attention. That's the thing that's going to catch your eye, to make you take a double look and be like, oh, wait a minute, what is he on? So that's what that whole idea is about right there. Open up this song is, let me just go ahead and bring my best, and whether you pay attention or not, over time, me consistently bringing that best is going to make you pay attention.
Now we in the zone, talking my speed. She said you feeling yourself, trick I might be. You just acting mad cause you ain't wifey. But in the end, girl, you may be lucky, cause you don't wanna see what a creative life be. Giving up my time is unlikely. I just wanna know where the mic be.
It's like a, you know, somebody saying, somebody just downing or criticizing what you're doing, and it's like, okay, you're just doing that basically because you really want to be in my circle. You just really want to be around me with this. So it's like, trick I might be. You just acting mad because you ain't like type thing. But then I also bring it around to, you know, really in the end, you may be the one that's lucky, you know, like, never really judge somebody off of what you see their position to be, you know, because you never know what their life is really like. So that when I bring that one in here to say, you know, you may just be lucky because you don't want to see what a creative life be like, you know. It's like, as a creative, our mind is always focused on what are we creating. Our mind is always focused on our art, our craft, you know. It's always something big, or it's always something that we get lost in our creations, you know. And sometimes that's not fun for the other person, that, you know, that the other person that's around you. It's probably not fun for them every time. So it's more like you can't really tell a situation just by what you see from the outside, you know. So because when it comes to a creative, it's kind of like, I might not want to give up my time, because I personally will totally get lost in whatever I'm doing. Like, it's plenty of times where I've been hungry and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna eat, and then I get in front of making some music, in front of my computer, and start making some music, and then all of a sudden I get lost, and my hunger pains that was hitting me are now gone, and I totally forget, and then hours later I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't ate yet. Or actually, funny one that happens to me where a couple hours later, I'm like, oh yeah, I did have to go to the bathroom, didn't I? Dang, all right, let me go to the bathroom. You know, so you never know, just basically through on the outside, you never know what a creative's life be like, you know, just because it looks fun, or just because it looks all amazing, whether it's creative or celebrity or whoever it is, just because it looks amazing, you don't know what that person's going through in their personal life. So always be thankful for whatever you have, and then so from that point, you don't just build up and focus on what you need to do and all that, instead of looking at somebody with envy and all that, just because you see that they have something that may look good or glorious or immaculate or stuff like that.
Put me up in the front lines, I'ma do it, cause ain't nobody else that's around you gonna do it.
So starting off the second verse right there, put me up in the front lines, cause I'ma do it. As in, you gotta have that heart. You gotta have that heart, that drive to do it. And really, the main reason why you gotta have that heart and drive to do what you want to do is not fully because, oh, it makes you look good or anything. It's mainly because no one else around you is really gonna do it. if you're not going to put in the time and energy for something that you want, it's not going to be given to you, and nobody else around you is really going to give it to you or help you, especially if you're not putting in your part. Definitely nobody else around you is going to just hold you by the hand and say, come on, let's go, let's do this, I got you this opportunity, I got you this, I got you this. Nobody's going to do it. So if nobody else around you is going to do it, not even your closest people, if they're not going to do it for you, it only comes down to you, and you have to do it for yourself.
Gotta be prepared to adapt, stay fluid. Like new stream on that green, nigga, get to it. Die hard, never quit, nigga, stick to it.
In this world that keeps on changing as we evolve, as technology gets better, or as just a as we run this social gamut, and how society just changes with time, especially in today's time where things are just being changed so quickly. It's like you can't just stay on the same old ways. You can't just stick to the tried and true all the time. You got to be prepared to adapt and stay fluid, especially like when you want to get to a new stream of income. Basically what that line is basically saying, or if you're just trying to take it to a different level in your career, you have to be able to adapt. You can't just stay the same person, you can't stay the same way, or practice the same practices over and over, especially if you start to see that, if you pay attention, if you're able to adapt, you'll start to see like, okay, this one is becoming antiquated, or this one is not as good as something else that I could be doing. So if you're able to adapt to the changes, or adapt to the time and see what's going on and see how you can still be you, but then adapt to the situation, then you can actually have longevity in whatever you're doing. And then while you're going with it, it's like you gotta be that person to die hard. It's like you never quit. You gotta stick to it, because as you're figuring out this whole thing of when change is happening, and as you're trying to adapt, you're going to have some bumps and bruises, you're going to have some failures with it, but if you just stick to it and never quit, you will find a way. You will start to learn as you go, and then as you learn, you start to get better at what you're doing, and you're adapting quicker and quicker, and then it's like bam, now you're on the right path, and you're doing it faster, you're doing it more efficient.
I done seen things that changed like Mayan ruins. Went from a ruin to everybody pursuing a photo op, major pop.
So I follow that with these lines right here, because it's like if you stick to it, you may have the thing that's either gold right now, or the thing that you have is just nothing and nobody cares for it. That's why I bring this whole thing, because I done seen things change like Mayan ruins. Like we call it the Mayan ruins. Like the Mayans had these nice structures and all that, and then it was ruined, and now everybody for a long period of time was just like, okay, they're ruined, that's trash, whatever, but nobody touched them because it was like sacred land, hollow land, or hollow structures and all that. But over time, as those ruins stay there, they start to gain in value. Then all of a sudden you pay attention, it went from something just being a Mayan ruin to everybody trying to catch a photo op. Everybody's there trying to take pictures, trying to get their selfies, and then they all want to let everybody know, I'm here at the Mayan ruins. So it went from that thing of that thing stayed itself, and it was still there, still standing. So when time went on and different trends start to happen, now a trend came around that included the Mayan ruins, and now it's held in a high regard, it's held in a limelight for the whole world to see, as it's just a ruin. So that's in that part. I'm just really pointing out that whatever you're doing, whatever your craft is, it may not be the thing that's hot this month or this year, but you never know when that flip can happen. And the best thing is be prepared when that flip happens. Be there when the flip happens, because you never know when it can happen. But if it happens and you're not there anymore, then you miss that type of flip, and now you're trying to hurry up and trying to get back to it. But if you're there staying true to what you do, then it's like bam, you're right there when everything happens. So that ties into everything, where it's like you stay who you are, and you adapt to the changes. And as you adapt to the changes, you get better at what you do. And then when the time comes, when that season for you, that season for what you do comes, you're right there, ready to perform, ready to provide value, ready to give it to the world.
Catch me on that diddy bop like hate me. Now I'ma walk my walk and you won't be the one to slow me down, ain't gon' stop me. When you were too afraid to take the front seat, I got a pacifier in the back seat. Show you how to use the bone with a back beat.
You can hate me now, but you won't be the one to stop me. You won't be the one slowing me down, especially when, and that's why I bring the car situation in, especially when you're the one, like the backseat driver, you know. You're not going to be the one to slow me down if you're only the backseat driver, where you are too afraid to take the front seat, take the wheel, and go full steam ahead. If you only going to stay in the back and criticize everything that I'm doing, then I'm not going to let you slow me down, because you're not even bold enough to be in the same position that I'm in and actually move forward. So therefore, I got a pacifier in the backseat, because all you're doing is whining, all you're doing is crying, complaining about whatever I'm doing, and stuff like that. So that's why I put that in there, because really, if somebody's just complaining about what you're doing, complaining, and they never come with a good solution, or they're not the one to say, okay, you know what, let me take helm and let me try something, you know, let's work this out together. If they're not like that, then they can stay in the back seat, and you just continue to move forward, tune them out, give them a pacifier, tune them out, turn the music up, keep it blasting, and you continue to move forward. Because if you take it back to the beginning of this verse, you will see, once again, nobody else is going to do it, so you might as well be the one in the front line.
Might be on my own steed, but I like it when I'm on my own. Now I think we got a problem. Now that we making noise, can't hush us even in the grave. We gon' shut it down with the blaze.
I might be on my own steed for the hook. I might be on my own steed, but I like it because I'm on my own doing my own thing. It feels good when you got that autonomy going on. It feels good when you're able to say, I did it my way, you know? So I might be on that alone, but hey, I'm doing it my way, that type thing. That's what the beginning of that hook, that's what it resonates for me with that. And then I take it on, you know, you can't hush us now that we making noise. Like everything that I'm putting out to the public, it's on public record. I'm making noise. I'm making sure I'm in front of the camera. I'm making sure I'm the one bringing this stuff, you know. And it's not saying making noise as in just being totally loud. That's not what I mean by making noise. Making noise as in you're actually making the moves. You're actually doing what you say you're going to do. And now, while you're doing that, people can't, especially when you document it, people cannot take that away from you. People cannot say, oh, he really didn't do this or do that or whatever. And then putting all these things out here, documenting everything, putting everything on a record, even in the grave, my stuff is still going to be out there. When you put things on a record, even when you're dead and gone, things are still going to be out there, and you will live on through your creations. So that's this whole hook and the things with this song goes to, where even with my creations, even with your creations, even with you documenting, even with everything that you're putting down on the record, it's going to be out there for everyone to see. So they can't stop you from making noise. Just make the noise and just continue to bring as much value as you can. Just continue to get better at what you do. And then as time goes, they will understand, they will see. Keep on making that noise. So that's what the whole song Making Noise comes down to when I created that song, where it's just like, it's no reason to stay quiet. It's just good reason. It's good enough reason to make noise, because at the end of the day, you're not going to worry about if I made the noise or not. You're really going to be worrying about, dang, I should have made more noise at the end of the day. So that's Making Noise right there. You can find that on any of the platforms, music streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, stuff like that. Or you can save the playlist, #Begotten Sunday, and right there you'll find all the songs that I've been producing, I've been making, I've been creating week by week, right there at the top, ready for you to just blast. And with that, I'm gonna keep on banging these joints out, and we're gonna keep on moving with this thing. So if you like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and we're gonna keep on going with this. Leave a comment and we can have a conversation on any of the topics that you want to have a conversation about, and let's just talk about it, you know. And with that said, I'm D Brown, Begotten Son, and I'm out.